Okay guys, so for the stage productions or anytime you need to use Denoise, which is going to be right over here on your computer, so you're going to scroll down to Detail, and you click on Denoise, and where we're looking for it is not so much in the face, but it's especially like in the shadows. You can see a lot here. Now what's tricky is if you have a lot of haze in the shot, it can also almost feel like you're looking at the haze, but that is going to be grain in the image. You can see a little bit more here on the blacks, which is going to be definitely farther away from the haze. Just take a look and see if you need to use it. Almost any stage performance is going to need to use some sort of dehaze. Almost every image at this point, if it is, you had to crank your shutter, your ISO, you need to use denoise. You can even see it here in the blues. And this is a pretty well exposed image because they actually were standing in the light and they're wearing bright colors. So, do your quick edit, get it looking the best that you can. I'm gonna do this pretty fast. I'm pulling down my highlights here just a little bit. Shadows you could drop, and that would help a lot. That takes out a ton. But if you don't have that luxury for some reason, you need to pull them up, you're gonna see a ton of it. So denoise, and the threshold that I try to do is 50 or less. Now 50 is way high, and you don't typically want to use that. So I try to go as low as possible. What you're doing here is you're going to try and look at faces and then the background. Your foreground, i.e. your subject, the people, should be properly exposed, and then the background is what's going to be blurry or going to be grainy. So pull your amount all the way down and then slowly bring it up and see what it does. Ideally, like we said, we don't want to go over 50, and you can only, if you're doing 50, look what it's doing to the person's face. So what you want to do is start at the bottom, 0, and see if you can come up to where the grain disappears. So for this image, 20% is totally acceptable. Hit enhance, and then up here, it's going to be making those changes. Once this is finished, we're actually going to sit right here and watch as this grain or noise disappears. Like I said, for any stage production these days, because we have to crank the ISO, it's nice to shoot with that dual native ISO, but almost every stage play at this point should be some type of denoise. There you go. Looks so much better. Now, another frustrating thing is if you look down here, it's made this copy, and then it's added these features, so you can't do a ton of editing once you've done the denoise, so just keep that in mind. You can adjust and tweak small things, but it's almost become a JPEG at this point. So do your best to get it edited and then do your denoise.